Greetings and welcome, adventurers, to another episode of Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition. And when last we left off, we had done a successful play of the successful performance of the Turbish play, and we'd sold the theater. For our stage is the world, and we have much to kill in it. We also got this harp, Asliar's harp, which I did not check out. In the Twisted Court of Asliar, a bizarre ritual is enacted every night on the full moon. With Asliar's massive palace lay a courtyard open to the sky above. This courtyard housed a large pool full of man-eating sharks. For amusement, Asliar would invite well-known citizens from nearby towns to his estate for an evening of dining and entertainment. This entertainment consisted of Asliar playing for his harp, the effects of which removed any fear from his guests. Randomly, Asliar would single out a guest and have him or her walk into the shark-filled pool. When in a particular sadistic mood, Asliar would first toss in blood, which incited the sharks into a frenzy that ended with the death of the helpless guest. The devotees of Helm finally lashed out against Asliar and his cruel practices of destroying the estate, playing Asliar and propagating the harp for more beneficial uses. So, we have another thing that can dispel fear, and that's it. Overall, not bad item. I'll keep it in the bag. Alright, let us check. Our chest here has anything left in it that is still of use. No, I don't think any of this matters to me. Anything else I have in my bag?
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Do I need to rest? Wait, check my spells. I think we rested before we went downstairs. No, I think we're ready.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Let's say goodbye to this beautiful place for the last time. Head over to the graveyard district. Finally, it is time to take on our fight against Bodhi. With the allies we have brought. Returning the soul of Imoen back to its rightful place.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Good tidings, friend. What brings you down this way? Full of adventures, sir. Wait, you seem familiar. Would you perchance be the famed Leon? Truly, sir, your deeds are well known all through the Sword Coast. I am indeed Leon. You've heard of me, then? Oh yes, Leon, we have heard of you. In fact, we have been sent to deal with you. What do you imply? You must be captured, Leon. Someone desires your presence very badly. It is time. So, your thing is to
Righteousness shall prevail!
use my image? Well, I don't think that's a very wise idea.
Something you need?
Don't yell. I can hear you just fine.
Let's make sure none of this nonsense does anything. Spell resistance, of course. Interesting.
Yes.
Alright, let's grab the spells. Overall, pitiful loot.
Just as I thought.
I'm pretty sure if I'd lied about what has
What
transpired,
is it
they would
now?
still...
I shall go forth at your
Attack.
command.
Right. Well, why we have this spell? Most of my other folks heal themselves.
Something you need.
Onward then.
Wonder what this was about. In one of the harbors, I think.
You are becoming an impressive pest, one that I am finding difficult to ignore.
Yes, indeed. Honestly, Yon, I simply do not know what to do with you. I got tired of seeing you in my shadow. I'm not the one that fled our last encounter, Bodhi. Sorry if I scared you. Hardly. It was simply more important than that report of your condition to Irenicus. He has decided that it is of no importance, interesting though it is. Regardless, I have not the time to stand here discussing what you will or will not do. I have more important duties to take care of. You follow in the hopes of retrieving something dear to you. I say the longer you keep this up, the more you will lose. Take poor Jaheira there. I understand you have developed a friend relationship of sorts. It is so hard on couples when something happens to one of them, don't you agree? I have no fear of his well-being, monster. Ah, but I do not speak for him, Jaheira. I speak of you. This is a lesson. Follow me and you will lose more than you could imagine, starting now.
You shall suffer my wrath.
And
sword,
she has
I
kidnapped
shall strike.
Jaheira. Well, that is certainly not correct.
I hear you well enough.
Yes.
Alright, some vampires. You will stay put.
To battle with no regrets.
Got this spot, please. Animan can handle this.
Something you need. Yes.
I stand up. Very well. To the task at hand.
Ever so tiresome.
At your order.
I have to do a restore on Wilson,
Something
which
you need.
exhausts Anowen, so he will moan the entire game, or the entire area. Right, let's just take this one. Doesn't really matter where we go in. You think that kidnapping Jaheira is the way to get me to not do this? Right, so that one we can't use. I guess we have to go over here then. And luckily, Hanuman will take point. Hopefully nothing spawns behind me. Right, I kind of sort of already knew that this would happen with Jaheira, but I wasn't entirely sure if it would trigger.
Course.
Hey, Viconia. Stay safe, will ya? You're, So there's the
I wouldn't
knights.
dream of refusing.
I don't think any of the traps will have reset. Ooh.
What is it now?
Balin, right? The named one.
Mm-hmm. Just name what you want.
Justice shall be swift and final. I shall go with all for the order!
Something you need.
Jon Jonsson at your
Ready for
service.
Ah! Point the sword, and you shall suffer my wrath. Take that.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just as I thought.
Right. I think they retreated over here, and we should have.
Demand that we stop. The day was not
Yeah,
this
let's
long,
take
even when
them
I
for
led
the
soldiers in the order.
experience.
Something.
Onward, then.
Yes.
And there's one more somewhere in here.
To the task at hand.
Ah, here's where we find some help in the form of Drizzt.
I hear you well enough.
Alright, we do have one named one, actually two named ones.
Pardon, turnip reflex.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
dispel on armament, please.
I stand amongst the righteous. For honor and glory!
Right, so his friends should now retreat. That's
Something you need.
clear.
As you will.
Yeah, cleaning up these vampires is just mostly
Yes, of
easy enough. Nothing in here. Well,
Mm-hmm.
now we have Drizzt and Erik van Straten with us.
At your helm guides my path.
Right, let's do the helmet of charm protection just in case. Don't have to deal with a
What
bunch of
is
this.
it now?
Alright. Eat a false dawn.
Ah, I lost my focus.
Right, Sunray then. Oh, never mind, just attack.
Something you need.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Righteousness shall prevail!
Justice shall be swift and final.
I shall go forth at your command. Righteousness shall prevail! The best leaders also follow.
Right there. Well, some more stakes wouldn't hurt. And we
Oh,
also
yes.
need to check this place.
Demand that we stop. The day was not this long, even when I led soldiers in the order.
Your blood is rather inviting.
Biodiversity is impressive, Leon. It does thee little good, for my mistress has ordained a baptism of blood and pain for me.
Point the sword, and I shall strike.
Oh, do I get a nice pen set when it's done?
Just as I thought.
I hear you well, and it shall be done, and done well.
No, you stay here.
Happy to help.
You need my skills,
Try to
I
help.
see.
Get down, everyone!
Yeah, I think we just lost. Oh,
I stand amongst the righteous. Very well.
let's make sure there's nothing over here. Some more mist.
I need speedy assistance, my friend, or I shall not be able to fight on. I need speedy assistance, my friend, or I shall not be able to fight on. Righteousness shall prevail for the order!
Yeah, not the greatest of enemies. Heal yourself. There's no more thingies over here.
I need speedy assistance, my friend, or I shall not be able to fight on. At your order.
Heal yourself.
No, I can carry nothing else. Your item is on the ground. Yes?
None of you need Mislead. None of you need Wizard's Eye. You can learn this one. What is this? Death spell. Right. Not how we do this. Thank you.
Yes?
Alright, and I leveled up. Another level 6 spell. Nice. Scribing scrolls and alchemy just never really seem worth it. Take another time trap. And level 6 spell. What would be useful here?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Alright. Out of the golem. +2. Yeah, I think someone important died. Left their impressive looking equipment behind. Well, let us move on. Bodhi awaits. Also, I should
Don't
probably
yell. I can
activate
hear
my
you just
defenses now that
fine.
I think about it.
Something you need.
I'm not expecting to get hit, but it could happen.
Yes? I wouldn't
Yeah, you
dream
already
of
sent them
refusing.
home.
Jon Janssen at your
I don't
yes, yes.
recall
A
if they
standard
reset the
tactic,
traps in
that.
this, so I was very cautious.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they did indeed reset
Untenable.
the traps.
I can do that.
I believe we have been down here. I mean, we must have been.
Something you need? Oh, yes.
You need got it.
Yes? Just as I thought.
You say it shall be done with skill and care, if not brevity.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Onward, then.
All in position.
What? At once, your worship.
Alright. Here we
What
go.
is it now?
Something you need?
I shall go. Very well.
And so it shall end here. Welcome. You have been very resourceful in finding me, although I did not go out of my way to hide.
So what? You want us to thank you? Is that it? I have grown tired of chasing you across the realms, Bodhi. Your death will ease the suffering of many. I do not see Imoen with you. Has she withered to nothing just as I was destined to? Or are you hiding her away from me? It doesn't really matter. I'm sure your reasons for coming out are all very important to you. Do spare me the boredom of hearing them. I've come for the Rin Lanthorn, Bodhi. You will not escape me this time. You helped those treacherous elves? They deserve all they receive, and more. They will not even approach us while we destroy them. Such is their arrogance. Let them shiver in fear that they will die between me and Irenicus. They would not even acknowledge us as our own, and now we will bury them all. Elhan didn't even know of you. How could he acknowledge you as his own? Fool. They would have you think we are some foreign intruders, attacking their city for no reason. Their shame is that Irenicus and I are very familiar indeed. No elf would dare turn against the others. No elf would endanger the very fabric of their society. No elf would do as Irenicus and I have done. Who was it that pled their case? Elhan? He stood by while they echoed our crimes and the punishments. I should be almost let you live so you could have the shame of an outsider questioning about this whole matter. Almost. But no, I've already prepared much for this meeting, Leon. I did warn you that you would suffer a great loss if you continued your push towards me. I did not lie. I would have hunted you for the theft of Jaheira alone. She is very important to me. He is lost to you, Leon. Jaheira has been quite receptive to my wiles. I doubt your fumbling could have inspired the loyalty I have taken with a bite and gaze. What do you wish of me, mistress? I am your servant in all things. You see, Leon, he is quite agreeable. Of course, I would have taken more time to fully turn her, but he is deadly enough as he is. So let's end this, with your life crushed by the hand of your vampiric love. You won't even be reunited if they are mine as long as I live. Right, so now everything here will turn against us.
Point the sword, and I shall strike.
So vampire. Let's get you.
Yes?
Don't yell. I can hear you just fine.
And
Ready
then
for
some
anything.
random stuff. Well, that was an instant destruction. Alright, Wilson, I kinda would like you to stay out of this. Normally I would have tried to give him some protection, but alas, I cannot, because Jaheira is not with me.
I hear you well enough.
Right. Let's do a sun ray.
Jon Jonsson at your service.
See if we can afflict some
Happy to help.
vampires with hopelessness. They
Try
do
to
seem
help.
to have the character for it.
I stand amongst the righteous.
Right, you can go up against the Grim Water.
I demand that we stop. The day was not this long, even when I led soldiers in the Order.
I'm ready.
Pardon, turnip reflex. Not even a dent?
No! No, it's mine! This life is mine!
So it ends. The evil is slain. You've done well, friend.
Something
I
you
bid you
need.
fair journey.
To the task at hand.
Alright. And we got a spell out of this. And the body. The body is Jaheira. So, oh, right, I need these. You see if the masters. Good braces. I have no use for them at the moment. Nobody needs this spell. Right then.
Yes, as you will.
So that
Of
takes care of
course.
that.
You need my
And let
skills, I
us
see.
double check
I'll
that
do it
everything here
for
is
its
safe. Pick up. You don't have a room for that. You do. So if there is a clue to restoring Jaheira, it's probably in these books. So that's of no use. This text is written in a very old dialect of Southern Common you're not familiar with, though it does not appear to be a particularly ancient tome. It seems the section of a personal journal of a noble named Thomas Sanguy, and deals with acquiring control of his most devoted servants. It's difficult to ascertain much more, although from the frequency of certain words you are reasonably sure that Thomas was creating vampire minions, if not some other creature that feeds on blood. His knowledge on the subject seems quite intimate indeed, and he details the long process of completely turning a victim. Apparently, if the process is interrupted, it can be reversed, but the author does not say how. There's a stamp on the back of the book that indicates this was one archived and recorded by the followers of Orkma. Right, so that is a clue in itself. The Vampiricus Omnibus, unabridged. Ending the Plague of Teeth. This tome is quite ancient, you do not recognize the tongue in which it is written. Fortunately, Bodhi has scrawled a translation of selected passages in the margins, as well as further questions you apparently wish to ask on the subject. Tuatukova, the resolution. The witch at the fore, long previous to her treachery, we did stride the hills of Umar, seeking comfort in our hour of need. The time had come for the living to mourn no more, and the blades that were fettered by sentiment were cut free, and it was decided that we would speak for our lives with the sinews of our sword arms. The all of the dead that did take flight in the darkness of the shadow would no more receive sorrow from those that have lost their friends, and resisted the plague of teeth. Nor not the past Gulva fat fallen. Battles when came the dead. There came we, the army of light, armed with faith and conviction, and we did march unto the tombs of the restless dead during the hours of day. With wooden edge we struck down master and slave, though many paid for each thrust with their lives. In the fallen there was a dangerous scourge anew, and many of the newly infected seemed doomed to walk again with dire purpose. They gathered their fund, the plea. No more, cried we, no more will we lose to the plague. These new fallen could not be abandoned. We had fought for our lives there and theirs, and they would not be taken. To the temple we went. The sun, the god of sun and light. Awanatar would save them. Awanatar, whose touch turns shadows to fire. In the arms of the sun god were the infected plates, and in the hearts of their dark masters were laid there with them. Blood did burn, and the dead returned, but not as undead or unliving, but alive and freed from taint. Many did walk the fight home, when last the plague did fall. Relevance of archaic worship for Monitor, origin of vampiric plague, any link to modern cure to be worried of? Historical document or historical fiction. Final note is scribbled. Interrogate Ogma monks at Dog's District Temple about further information. He should be able to provide more information on reversing vampirism. Right. So that is what we must do. We'll go to the Temple of Ogma in the Dogs District, and then probably over to the Umar Hills.
Something you need. I wouldn't dream of
Do I need to
refusing.
cleanse all of these? Oh, we have another.
For the order!
Yes, whatever I can
Do I need to cleanse these? I can cleanse. Good.
Oh, yes.
And
You sound
you
like
need to
Golodar.
double check
You
that this
know,
is not
this
traps, because it
reminds me
is
of that
Bodhi's
time
little
way back.
resting place. Locked.
Something you need.
Seems safe.
Just as I thought.
He's probably in the boat. Well, in any case, that'll do for this episode. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time. If you enjoyed my contents, please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all then. Bye.